Oh, hi. Just jump right into this. Usually, I like to show what I got before I review the movie, but I'm just gonna review the movie first. I've been doing people's requests of movies to review. Did Slam Dunk Ernest, and I got a request to do Mac and Me. Have you seen Mac and Me? Well, I have. It took me 3 days to watch it. Oh man. Uh, I'm not gonna say who suggested this gem of a film, but cheers, you. So the person who requested Slam Dunk Ernest, they said, "Wow, I can't believe you watched that piece of shit." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I did." And then Mac and Me, god damn it, I wanted to write down like there's some really horrible reviews. Anyway, Mac and Me sucks. I know I've seen it. I remember when I had cable. I think it was on Comet, and I remember my uncle. I don't know why I had it on, but we were watching it, and when he saw Mac, he's just kill it. He's all chop its head off, like, because like Mac has like not a long neck, but he has a thin neck, and he's like just chop his head off. So it starts out actually kind of good, in a way. They're on this planet, and those creatures look bizarre, man. Have you seen what they look like? His family, Mac's family, they're so. Not only are they just like real like rail thin. Ew, what's on my? The way they walk and move, they're like wobbly and slow and just really ugly. They're just ugly things. Like Mac's kind of cute after a while. He just looks so stupid, like his googly, orbish eyes. And anyway, like, so they're on their planet, a space probe. They're getting I just brushed my teeth. A space probe comes and like sucks them up into their ship. It brings them to Earth. They land. They come out of the ship and they immediately escape. I'm okay. I can look past it, but then after a while, like this movie's so bad, it's like, how could they escape? They shuffle along. They would never escape. And Mac is like the baby, but he gets separated from his mom, dad, and which I think was a sister. And like they don't have genitals, but they're naked. Ugh. So he just finds his way to this family that just moved. I think they said from Illinois to California. He hides out in their house, and there's really nothing to this movie. I mean, it's just an E.T. ripoff. I would almost say, like, for a minute, I was like, oh, this is like Pod People, but better. But no, Pod People is much better. Like, in this, if you've seen Pod People, the extraterrestrial visitor, it's also known as. So yeah, like, it's just like an ET ripoff, but Mac never really does anything. He just drinks Coke, goes to McDonald's. They say Jennifer Aniston is sitting on the sidewalk. I saw kids sitting on the sidewalk. Could have been her. I don't know. But then Mac's trying to reunite with his family. The kid who's in a wheelchair, which is weird, because I mean that's cool that a kid in a wheelchair is a main character. But then his brother, like, and this girl who's pretty cute. They take Mac to the desert because they're trying to find his family. And then they find him in a cave, and I knew they weren't dead, but they look freaking dead, man. Like his mom and his sister, they just looked dead. And then his dad is still alive, and they give him Coke to revive him. They love Coke, Coca-Cola. And then they're just like trying to. The kids do, like, the girls are, how do we know they don't have like some disease? And then like the older brother's like, look, we're gonna get caught eventually, so let's just go for it. Let's just give up then. Yeah, this movie's terrible. It's a weird ending. Like the kid in the wheelchair dies in an explosion. Yeah, this part's so weird. Mac and his family, they go into a grocery store. I think they want more sodas. And the security guard like points a gun at the dad. The dad takes it away. He's like superhumanly strong. He twisted a tire iron into like a bow or into a knot. He takes the gun and like the cops are like, freeze! Drop the weapon. And like the kids are just let him go. They're not gonna hurt anyone. But the Mac's alien dad is holding the gun, and then the cops take a shot, and he turns around and shoots at the cops. And so they shoot back, and there's a huge explosion, like Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, Steven Seagal movie explosion, and it kills the kid in the wheelchair. Like it doesn't blow him up, but it like just the shot kills him. And then Max and his family bring him back to life. And then they become citizens of the U.S. And they drive away in a car, and it says, "We'll be back," or like, yeah, "We'll be back." There was never a sequel. Yeah, this movie's terrible. I would give it just one hand of fate, just because the aliens are repulsive, and there's just really nothing to this movie. Like, I tried to see the best in it, and like the first, I was like, oh, the kid's in a wheelchair, him and his mom have a good relationship, his brother's kind of cool, but then I was like, that doesn't matter, like, nothing happens, like, it's all good maybe for like a sitcom, but I'm not gonna watch that. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Mac and Me just one hand of fate. Usually I was gonna give it two, but it's not. Yeah, just don't. It's not worth watching. But what is worth watching is I got my box set of The Sensual World of Black Emanuelle today. Comes with a book. Just looks amazing. I guess I can't show the box because there's a lot of nudity on these, and I don't think you could show that. I think I can show any. There's no nudity on that. There's nudity on the back of it. So yeah, this is amazing. I don't know when I'll dive into this, but I pre-ordered this 3 months ago. Oh my god. I can show you the book. This is nothing. Laura Gamser was really pretty. Now that I'm looking at these pictures of her, there's really something about her. She's, I guess, sensual is a good way to describe her. So I got this from Seven for $200. I think it's worth it. It's got, I can't put that. It's got 15 discs, 24 feature films, 2 soundtrack compilation CDs, 40 hours of special features, and a 356-page book. The ultimate exploration of a genre all her own. So yeah. And it has this little like Viewmaster, and there's nudity. There's nudity and all. Yeah. Well, I don't want to risk it. And no, you can. And there's a picture of a horse, because there's a horse in one of these movies, and you know what they're gonna do with that horse. So I think you'd still get these. Severed, man. They're a little bitchy, it seems like, on their website, like the rules you gotta follow. They have a cool podcast, and they put out great stuff. So yeah, Sensual World of Black Emanuelle. I'm sure those are better than any. Any of these films are better than Mac and Me. Yeah. That's about it. And I'm still gonna take suggestions. So if you want a movie review, keep them coming. And yeah, I'll call them like I see them.